Hey, what's up to all of my Virgos out there, all of my Virgo suns, Virgo rising, Virgo moons. Welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. I'm your astrologer, Emily, and we are here today to talk about the astrology for this upcoming week, this full moon in Libra that we're having tomorrow, Tuesday, April 7th, and we're going to go through this weekend as well through Sunday, April 12th. So let's get into it for my Virgos. This full moon is going to be hitting you guys in your second and your eighth house. An interesting full moon in Libra. This is going to be all about our partnerships and our projects and our relationships, and that in connection to who we want to carry into this new reality. And with this happening in your second house as well, this is going to have everything to do with who's connected to your true value and who's connected to your true worth and who has a true understanding of that. And the balance of that is, where are you giving that in your relationships as well? Where are you connecting on a more intimate level with people, Libra? It's time to start getting out there and doing that, but the important part is that you focus that surrounding the relationships that are adding value to your life and the relationships that are reciprocal in the way where you're able to do so as well. We do have Mars that's in your sixth house of Aquarius. It's going to be squaring over as well to Uranus in your ninth house of Taurus. So this is going to be a little bit of a disruption, right? So we have Mars in Aquarius, your sixth house, trying to connect with things that are of a more healthy routine and that are of people that understand and people that connect with ways to be of better service to other people. Mars is really trying to connect with this vision and the ways that he can help change the reality within himself and within the people around him, right? But Mars or Uranus over there in Taurus in your ninth house, this is coming to some kind of conflict with something that you thought was true. Right? Something that you thought was true that's kind of being disrupted, and now you're forced to reevaluate your connections again and look at who is in purity there, who's in pure alignment with you, who understands your mission, who understands where you're going, who understands the ways in which you're envisioning to change the reality of this earth and for the collective as a whole. Who understands that within you, Virgo? This is very important. We have Venus, who's moved into your 10th house now. So this is your 10th house of your long-term goals and your long-term ambitions and your long-term drives, your career goals, okay? This is the house of public image. And Venus is looking at all the sides here. She's getting ready to come into shadow period this week before she goes retrograde later. So she's really trying to look at all the information on who fits in to the future that you're trying to build, and who fits into your long-term goals, and who fits into your long-term visions, and who fits into this new reality that you have envisioned for yourself. Mercury is moving as well later in the week from your 7th house of Pisces and into your 8th house, okay? So where Mercury has been in your 7th house of Pisces, and kind of the focus has been on more looking at some of the more spiritual sides of your relationships and where you connect there with other people around you and the connections that you have in a kind of spiritual manner in that way. Now, Mercury is going to be moving into your 8th house, where it's going to be more concerned with kind of the intimacy of this new knowledge. So you've learned a lot about these partnerships and these projects and these relationships, and you've connected there, but now it's going to be about connecting on a more intimate, more deep level, okay? And while this full moon is happening, Mercury is going to be sextiling over to Jupiter and Pluto there in your 5th house, and this is a communicative angle. So this is going to be Mercury communicating over to Jupiter and Pluto kind of these spiritual insights about what partnerships and what projects and what relationships are in alignment with you, and giving you a vision of this future and the pleasure and the creativity and the happiness and the romance. It's kind of on the other side of this for a lot of my Virgos. A lot of my Virgos have been undergoing a lot of work in the past couple of years in the area of romance and in the area of love. And if it hasn't been with a specific person, it's been with kind of your outlook on this area of life. But now it's time to kind of connect with whatever relationships that you've been focusing on. And I want you to look back, actually, go back to September 28th of last year. Okay, go back to September 28th of last year. So end of September, early November, there were some intentions that were being set within you around that time regarding your relationships and your projects and your partnerships. Okay, and this isn't just romantic relationships, it's business partnerships, it's projects, it's things of that nature. There's a level of completion coming to that cycle with this full moon. Okay. So where are you now? And I also very deeply believe this full moon is connected to the double full moon that we had in 2019. I believe it was in April of 2019. We had a double full moon in Libra. So we had 2 full moons in a row. So look to your life then. Look to your life 6 months ago and look to your life now and connect those dots and see where you need to incorporate this balance. And something that's really important as well with this full moon in Libra in your 2nd house, since it does concern your self-worth and your self-value, are you congruent internally? Okay, Libra wants balance, and wants balance not only in its relationships with others, but in its relationship with itself. So are you congruent? Is your inner voice and congruent with the external actions of your avatar? Are your values aligning with your actions? Okay, that's going to be really important for my Virgos to pay attention to here. But in any case, I love you guys. Just remember throughout all of this, you guys, especially for my Virgos, my Virgo risings, man, this is all about connecting with people who understand your value and understand your worth, and understand and connect with just who you are on a more intimate level and align with kind of the purity of the mission that you have for the future and your soul's alignment. Full moons in Libra also bring about decisions, and they also bring about judgments, and they also bring about kind of this release of what is no longer serving you anymore. So what is no longer feeding your value? Let's pull a card. We did pull the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so this is fulfillment. Okay, so look at this woman, 9 Pentacles, completely satiated, just totally enveloped in abundance and satiation and confidence within herself. She's connected with what's going on around her. She's not worried about things. She's totally standing in her value. She's surrounded by it. She stands in it so confidently. So this is so much for you guys, for my Virgos, about you standing into your self-worth and standing into your value and understanding that when you command that into existence and only allow people into your sphere that are beneficial to that, then this is where you end up, just so confident and so surrounded by abundance and wealth and connected and receptive and just pure abundance, right? And confidence, self-confidence. It's such a huge thing going on for my Virgos right now, stepping into your self-confidence and understanding these new sets of values and self-worth that you've been putting forth for yourself throughout these past couple of years. But in any case, I love you guys so much, and I hope you're doing well. And let me know if you would like to see a more extended tarot reading. I'd love to do more of these for you guys. So if you want an extended Virgo reading, let me know in the comments, and I'll make one for you guys. Love you until next week. Bye-bye.